Cambodia's islands are beautiful. Come with me on this adventure to Korong Sanlam. We took a van from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville and then made our way to the port to Korong to catch a speedboat which brought us to the island in about 45 minutes. Our hotel was a ways down the beach, so there was a boat waiting for us upon arrival to drop us off with our luggage. Look at this beautiful white sand beach. It was so clean. For dinner, we made our way to a place called Mr. Nice where I ate lemongrass barbecue beef skewers, one of my favorites, and this seafood platter. All perfectly cooked, fresh seafood. Mr. Knights gets a 9 out of 10 from me. I really enjoyed it. Next day, we lounged at the beautiful beach and swam in the pristine blue waters before grabbing this pulled pork sandwich. I loved these homemade fries. The burger bun and barbecue sauce tasted good. However, a little light on the pulled pork portion. Ice cream time. Right away, it doesn't really look like the picture. Taste was okay. More on the icy side than creamy smooth. Give the food a 7.4 out of 10. Later in the afternoon, we went on a boat tour of Mapai Bay to do some snorkeling and fishing. I didn't catch anything, but I still had a lot of fun. We watched the sunset at Barbak Baui and danced the night away on the beaches of this beautiful island. Good night.
This boat trip in Koh Rong started as a 5 out of 10 but ended up being one of my favourite ever days whilst backpacking, and it was only £14. We booked this trip through Nest Hostel where we were staying, but loads of hostels sell tickets for the same one. We had a quick lunch at the hostel and the boat picked us up at about 1:30. Just be warned, you might have to walk into the sea to get on the boat, so wear a bikini. I'm not going to lie, the trip was quite rocky to start with, so if you do get seasick, I'd take some tablets before you go. Our first stop was snorkeling. This is the first time we've gone snorkeling on our whole trip. We didn't see loads, but we did see some cool fish, so I was happy. Be careful though, because it was quite shallow and I did hit my feet. When we got back on the boat, we had some fresh fruit, which was so good, and then it was time to try some fishing. This was fun for a bit, but unsurprisingly, I was absolutely rubbish, but the guides were catching them left, right and centre. After fishing, the day started to become one of my favourite days of backpacking, maybe even one of my favourite days ever. We stopped at this secluded beach and just look at that water. I'd never seen water so clear in my life, although I did have a very embarrassing incident. We walked over to this building because we thought there might be some toilets. I guess there was, but there was no way I was going in there. So I went in a bush on the side of the road, and I wish I was joking, but halfway through doing a wee, a car full of tourists pull up right next to me. It was hands down one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, but I tried to forget about it and we went back down to the beach. After relaxing on the beach for a while, we got back on the boat and our dinner was ready. The guides cooked the fish they'd caught earlier in the day, and I've never eaten a fish like this before, but it was actually